Hello there, my name is Jay. I'm one of the expert teachers here at E2 Language and E2 School. What we're going to do in this lesson is talk about how best to prepare for PTE Academic. That is, if you're thinking of taking the PTE Academic and you're not yet ready, I'll tell you what to do. Or if you've taken it before and you need help because perhaps you have been unsuccessful, or perhaps you're in the middle of your preparation right now. So let's take a look at the key questions you need to ask yourself and what you need to do to succeed in PTE Academic. First thing you need to do is find out what score you need. This should be pretty straightforward. There seems to be, according to immigration or university entrance or employment, three main scores. They are 50, 65, and 79 plus. So it's up to you to determine which of these scores you need. And obviously 79 plus is going to be significantly more challenging than 65 or 50. So you'll need to do your own homework to determine which scores you need, okay? Cool bananas. Next thing you need to work out is what is your current level of English? And this is a challenging question. Are you already at 50, 65, or 79? How do you know? And when you're asking yourself this question, you need to be at those specific levels at each of these skills: reading, writing, listening, and speaking, and also at each of these sub-skills. How's your grammar? How's your vocab? How's your oral fluency, pronunciation, essay writing, and spelling? What is your current level of English? So this is a tough question. It's not like you can just ask a friend or, I don't know, ask your partner, how's my English? It's something that you need to kind of define almost scientifically. How do you do that? Let's take a look. So you've got two real options here, and a lot of people opt for this option here, which I think is not a very good idea, okay? So you're trying to determine your current level of English. You think, okay, great. I'm just going to go and take the PTE Academic and spend $200 US. Many people do not pass on their first attempt because they are unprepared. And really, this is a waste of your money, unless you are absolutely certain, which I'll get to next, that you are ready to take the test, okay? There's a second, much more prudent or just a better decision that you can make. Let me show you this. So what you can do instead to determine your current level of English and whether you're ready for PTE Academic is to take E2 Language's mini mock test. This is a new product that we've just developed. It costs $49 US, and it could save you a lot of money in the future. Let me show you how it works. Okay, so on the platform, you click mini mock test here, and then you click start test. And what you do is a shortened PTE test. So instead of doing 5 read alouds, for example, you just do 1. And same thing for describe image and the rest of the tasks. The best part of all of this is the report that you get on your performance. So you can see your overall scores, just like in the PTE test. But what I can do is, if I click on speaking here, and I click on read aloud, for example, I can see my score for this particular task, but more importantly, I can actually see the teacher level feedback that I've been given, because all of your speaking and writing is submitted through to the teacher, who will then mark it according to the PTE criteria and give you feedback and a score. So what you'll get to find out is how you're performing, not only overall on each skill, but on each task in particular. And it's the same for all of the others. If I click on reading, for example, and I click on reorder paragraph, I can see I got the first one right. I can see that I got this part wrong here. So this is a great way to prepare and to find out your current level. Okay, so clearly you get some very good feedback and you get lots and lots of information that will help you to prepare or to show you whether you're ready to take the test or not. Let's think about how to interpret the results of the mini mock test and what step you then take in your preparation journey, okay? So what were your results of the mini mock test? So let's say you got really good results. Like let's say if you're aiming for 79 in each of these And for each of the skills, you got 85. So you're feeling pretty good about yourself. I think it's probably time you went and took the PTE academic. You're ready. Let's say your scores were not bad, like let's say you're aiming for 79 in each of them and you got, say, let's say, I don't know, 65s or 70s or even close. Let's say you got some 79s and some 81s, but you're just on the borderline. It's probably a good idea to do some test preparation here. The biggest question you need to ask yourself is, are you just doing test prep? That is learning the different parameters of the questions, learning about multiple choice single answer and summarized spoken text and perhaps how to structure the essay? Or do you need to focus on some fundamental English skills? Is your pronunciation an issue, or your grammar, or your vocabulary? Because these are quite distinct things. Test prep is one thing. If your English is really good, maybe you just need to learn about the test, you go and take the test, you'll be fine. But if your English is not up to scratch, if it is weak in certain areas, then you need to study very differently. Test prep will be helpful to a degree, but it's not what you want. Ultimately, all of these English tests, including PTE Academic, are tests of English. And if your English isn't there, there's not much you can do. So what can you do if your English isn't up to scratch? Let's say you get some bad results, like let's say you're aiming for 79, but you're getting 60s, or you're getting 50s, or something like that. We have just developed a brand new website. This is really cool, really exciting. It's called E2 School, and I'm going to talk to you about that. If you go to www.e2school.com for $9 per month, you can study a range of different courses that are going to build your fundamental or basic English skills, including grammar, pronunciation, vocabulary, and also basic general English as well. So now I'm going to introduce a few special guests from E2 School, and they're going to talk to you about the various courses. Okay, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So much vocabulary to learn before my test. It's just not sinking into my brain.
Are you just trying to learn a list of words?
I'm just trying to memorize all of these words.
Yeah, I think that's your first problem.
Oh, yeah?
Word list is good, it's okay, but it's not really going to help you build your vocabulary.
Right, well that's my problem. When I take these tests, I find the reading, the listening, and the writing section really difficult because I just lack vocabulary. What can I do?
You need a really good system, and that's why we created this course called Test Ready, which is a really powerful vocabulary learning system, essentially.
Okay.
So the idea is to really learn vocabulary, you have to see it and hear it again and again, several times. Some people say up to 70 times.
Right.
But either way, you need to meet the word in different places, not just on the same word list again and again. So we made this course based around common topics that you might get in a language test.
Oh, nice. Good.
And we drew out the words that are really going to be important to understand.
Okay.
And then we give you those words again and again.
Okay, fantastic. And so this is like, it's a full online course, and there's different activities, and it's video based. Now, are there live classes? Because I love live classes.
Of course.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so every lesson has the topic lesson, which you can access anytime and work through, and it has a live class attached. So you can come along and I'll be there, or one of our other teachers, and we'll take the same topic, some of the same vocab in another context.
Okay.
And you practice reading, writing, listening, and speaking with that vocab.
Fantastic.
It's pretty good.
So if I get an essay prompt that's about education or environment or space travel or whatever, I'm going to be prepared, right?
You're going to be a lot better off than just studying from a list.
Plus, this is boring, to be honest. So Test Ready's not boring. Cool. How much does it cost? No, seriously. Let me tell them. It's $9 per month, $9 per month. That includes all of the live classes as well. So it's way cheaper than a language school, and it's way cheaper than a book actually. So it's a pretty fantastic way to get prepared for your test. Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool bananas. Okay, so to practice the count, non-count distinction, Nima suggests an activity.
Ooh,
Whoa. Hold on. Jay, what are you doing?
I'm trying to improve my grammar by using the big grammar book.
Oh dear. That is not the best way to learn grammar.
Oh.
Do you know what the best way is?
No.
Well, I have the answer.
Oh,
It's called the Grammar Review Course.
It must be expensive. How much is it?
It is 100% free.
Must be a catch.
It sure is.
It's going to teach you grammar?
Everything you need to know about grammar is in that course.
Wow. And how does it work?
Well, we cover the different parts of speech in English.
What's a part of speech?
Right. Well, a part of speech is a different type of word in English.
Okay.
So English has a number of different types
It
of words.
must have thousands of different types.
No, there are actually only 8 types of speech.
Right.
And so we cover these in the grammar review course.
Okay, so you go through adjectives and nouns and adverbs, and my favorite one,
Yes.
articles, of course. I always have trouble with articles.
In fact, they're tiny words, but probably they cause the biggest problems for many learners of English.
Absolutely. So on E2 School, this grammar review course, which is 100% free, how's it going to help me with my articles?
Well, in each lesson, we go through 3 things. We take you through the meaning of each type of word. We look at the use, how to use it. So, for example, how to use it in a sentence.
Yeah.
And we also look at the very important rules.
Okay, great. And you're one of the teachers?
Yes, that's right. And so are you.
Oh, and I am as well. There you go. So, if you do need help improving your grammar, check out E2 School. And we kid you not, the grammar review course is 100% free, which is totally cool.
Absolutely. We look at adjectives, prepositions, pronouns, adverbs, articles, nouns, and verbs in this course.
Magic. That's 7, but
7. Well, conjunctions are coming soon.
conjunctions and interjections. But
That's
that's
exactly
cool.
right.
Good stuff. Thank you, Amber.
Thank you, Jay.
Hopefully these guys will see you at E2 School.
Oh, I look forward to it.
Jay,
Yes, Siley?
so I need help with preparing for my test.
Okay.
And I need help with my pronunciation in particular.
Your pronunciation's perfect. Oh, you need Speaking Lab, which is a pronunciation course on E2 School. This is going to help you a lot. It's really cool.
So how does it work?
Well, how it works is that there's a video at the beginning, like a lesson that takes you through all the different sounds. There's listening activities, there's speaking activities. And by the end, you're going to know all the different sounds of English, including the ones that you're struggling with.
How many sounds are there?
44 in English.
Whoa, that's a lot.
It is, yeah. You've got to ask me now, do I get feedback?
But how would I know if I'm pronouncing them right?
That's a very good question, Siley. So how it works is, it's really cool. So we've got this software built into the system where you speak into the computer and it actually evaluates you on your word and sentence level pronunciation and gives you feedback on each of those sounds. So you know if you're improving or not improving or whatever. It's really cool. And it's accurate actually, which is great.
So how much does it cost?
This course is $9 per month, which is pretty good. It's much cheaper than a personal tutor, for example.
That's cheaper than my lunch.
True. It's pretty good. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Jay.
No problem. Cool. So, also on E2 School, we have a general English language course from level 1, which is pretty basic. So, if you need to build your sort of general English skills, like you really feel like you need some fundamental skill building, or if you know somebody who does, perhaps you want to share that website. So, what you need to do, if you want to do test preparation, check out e2language.com. That's e2language.com. If you want to do general English, including grammar, vocab, pronunciation, check out E2 School. That's e2school.com. So we've got you completely covered from beginning to end. And please prepare properly for these tests. You don't want to just take the test and fail and learn from that. Instead, you should think about test prep or fundamental English skill building before you take your test. Thank you for watching.